my beloved child. Before tomorrow arrives, there's something you need to hear. Something I don't want to wait another day to tell you. So please, give me just a few minutes, 10 at most. Find a quiet place. Let go of the noise. Lay down every anxious thought. Take a deep breath and allow your heart to become still in my presence. Because right now, I am speaking to you. And more than anything, I need you to listen. Not with fear, not with doubt, but with the openness of a child who knows their father's voice. This isn't just any moment. This moment, right here, right now, is sacred. It's set apart just for you. You didn't stumble upon this by accident. No, this is your time, your moment, your turn. It's not a coincidence. It's not a twist of fate. This is divine alignment, woven into your story long before your first heartbeat in your mother's womb. Do you know why I'm calling you at this very moment? Why I say you're next? It's not because of luck or chance. It's because I've chosen you. Because I've seen you walk through trials that were meant to destroy you. I've watched you stand in the fire, not giving up, not giving in. The very storms that were designed to break you only revealed the strength within you and the closeness of your heart to mine. But hear me, dear one, just because you've survived one season doesn't mean the battle is over. The enemy doesn't rest. His tactics become more subtle, more cunning. What you faced before was merely preparation. And to face what's ahead, you can't stay where you are spiritually. You cannot remain where it feels safe or familiar. Think about it. Can a soldier win the war with a rusty sword? No. Neither can you confront the forces of darkness with a dull spirit. Your faith must grow stronger. Your discernment must be sharpened like the edge of a blade. This is not the hour to drift or delay. This is the time to rise, to go deeper into my presence, to hunger for my word, to pursue understanding like treasure hidden in a field. Because what's coming will not be like what has come before. And you, my child, are being called to rise above the surface. You're being invited to see with spiritual clarity, to tell what is real from what only seems right, to distinguish my voice from the noise of the enemy. You cannot walk forward like a spiritual child anymore. The hour calls for maturity. It's time to grow into the strength I've already placed within you. Spend more time with me in prayer, not just to ask for blessings, but to listen. Really listen. Listen for the whisper of my direction, the stillness where I reveal the path I've set before your feet. And as your heart stays open, let me continue. So, as I was saying, draw closer to me and let your spirit grow stronger. The path ahead is not for the faint of heart, but for those who choose to trust me without hesitation. Strengthen your trust in me. Let it become your anchor, your unshakable core, so that even when the winds of life shift suddenly, even when nothing around you feels certain, you will still know deep down you are being held safely in my hands, because you cannot walk into greater battles with a fragile mind. You can't carry the weight of your calling with a soul still chained by self-doubt. So let me work on you. Let me go deep, past the surface, past the wounds, past the walls you've built. Let me break the limits you've placed on yourself, the silent ceilings that keep you from rising. You were never meant for a life of mediocrity. You were not born just to survive. You were chosen to overcome, to shatter chains, to walk boldly in the strength I've already placed inside of you. But for that to happen, you must make a choice. You must be willing to walk the long road of spiritual maturity, not led by fleeting emotions, not tossed by the waves of your circumstances, but guided by my word and anchored in my truth. And when I begin a new work within you, don't be afraid. Don't let the unfamiliar frighten you. Do not tell yourself you're not ready, because I never call without also preparing. I never send without equipping. What I begin, I always finish. If you place your trust in me, I will accomplish mighty things through your life. But you must hold on to one truth: never stop growing. Don't settle for what you already understand. Don't accept a surface-level faith. Let the fire of your devotion burn hotter than ever before. Let your pursuit of me become relentless. Press forward, not out of fear, but out of holy desire. Expect more from yourself. Call forth the version of you that is stronger, braver, more anchored in my spirit, and filled with my wisdom. Are you ready? Because you, my beloved, are not just part of a plan. You are part of my plan, and it is wider, deeper, and more extraordinary than your imagination can grasp. Every hardship you've endured, every silent tear, every pain that carved through your soul, I've seen it all, and none of it has been wasted. I have woven every piece of it into the fabric of your story, shaping it into the very path that brought you here, to this moment, right now. I know you've asked, why? Why do the storms keep coming, one after another, like crashing waves that barely give you room to breathe? Why does peace feel like it slips through your fingers just when you reach for it? Why do your prayers seem to rise into silence, unanswered and unnoticed? Why, my child, do I let you feel so much pain? Why do I let you walk such rough and weary roads, carrying burdens that seem too heavy for you? I know those questions well. I know the cries that have gone unheard by others, but never by me. I've felt the breaking inside your heart, the moments where you were certain you couldn't go on. I've heard your whisper in the dark, Lord, are you still there? And I say this to you now. I have never left your side. Not for a moment. Not for a breath. Not even once have I turned my face away. But listen closely, dear one. There are things my love permits, even when my power could prevent them. It's not because I'm unable to rescue you in an instant. It's because I see beyond the moment you're living in. I see the full picture, the masterpiece of your life unfolding across eternity. I see what you cannot yet see, the road ahead, the mission I've carved out for you, the impact your life will have in my name. And to walk in that calling, you must be shaped, refined, prepared in ways that only the fire of trial can accomplish. And speaking of the fire, let's talk about what it's really producing in you. Because what I'm forming runs deeper still. You see, child, just like I told you before, this refining, this shaping, this deep inner work, it's not without purpose. Do you remember how gold is made pure? It doesn't come through comfort. It comes through fire. And diamonds? They only shine because they have endured pressure that would break anything less. So it is with you. The trials you've walked through, they are not signs that I have left you behind. No, they are proof that I am moving, working, crafting something powerful within you. I am making you a warrior, not a warrior in appearance only, but one formed from endurance and faith, one tested through adversity, one who rises not in their own strength, but in mine. I am preparing you, not just for another season, but for a new kind of season, a season of victory, a season of breakthrough, a season where things beyond your boldest prayers begin to unfold. But now, My beloved, now comes the question. Do you believe I'm still moving? Even when you cannot trace my steps, even when the pieces don't yet fit together, can you trust that I'm still aligning everything for your good? Will you let go of the fears that have gripped you, the doubts that have whispered lies, the burdens that have worn you thin? This is your moment. Not next week, not someday, now. This is the moment I have carved out in time for you. This is the threshold where your decision matters more than ever before. Will you walk by faith, or let fear pull you back? Will you trust the promise, or believe the pain? Don't think, even for a second, that I've been deaf to your cries. Your weeping didn't go unnoticed. Your quiet prayers in the night weren't lost in the air. Every word spoken through trembling lips, every tear that rolled down your cheek, I gathered each one. I held them as sacred. None of it was meaningless. None of it was wasted. They are more precious to me than you know. And when you felt most alone, when silence echoed louder than hope, when it seemed like no one was listening, not even me, I was there, in the shadows, in the stillness, in the silence that felt so loud. I was right there beside you. I was lifting you with my mighty hand when fear tried to consume you. I was wrapping my presence around you when doubt and anxiety tried to tear through your thoughts. And though the storm roared so fiercely you could barely hear yourself think, I was still whispering to your soul, you are not alone. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was shielding you, covering you, holding you close in an embrace unseen by human eyes, but known deeply by your spirit. Can you see it now, my child? I'm not punishing you. The trials were never about punishment. They were about preparation. What felt like breaking was actually building. What felt like silence was actually strategy. I've been shaping you for something greater than you ever imagined. And even now, I am still shaping, still calling. So, let's keep walking forward together. Child, I need you to know this. Everything I've allowed you to walk through was never because I took pleasure in your pain. I am not the kind of father who delights in your suffering, but I do see the strength that emerges when adversity is faced with faith. I know the kind of power that is built not in ease, but in endurance. I know your faith only becomes steadfast when it's tested in the storm. So when you prayed to grow, when you cried out for strength, I did not lay out an easy road. No, instead, I led you through the kind of valleys that required your spirit to rise. I didn't remove the obstacles, but I never left you to face them alone. I walked with you through every one. I was there in every quiet struggle, in every hidden tear, in every midnight prayer you thought no one heard. You asked me for faith, and I didn't give you a promise free of trials. Instead, I placed you in moments where trusting me was your only option, where the ground around you was shaking, but your eyes had to stay fixed on me. You asked for wisdom, and I didn't simply hand it to you. I led you through seasons of uncertainty so you would learn to hear my voice, so you would come to understand that true wisdom doesn't flow from human understanding, but from my spirit. And I know you've wondered. You've looked at your life and asked, why so many challenges? Why must I face what others seem to escape? Why do I keep walking into things I feel too weak to handle? But what you didn't realize is that every battle was part of your training. I was teaching you how to stand, how to stay planted when the winds blow hard. If I had answered every cry instantly, you would have missed the deeper gift, perseverance. If I had removed every hardship, you would never have uncovered the strength I buried deep within you. Because I never created you just to exist. I created you to conquer, to live as a warrior, one with an unquenchable fire, a heart that stands firm no matter how fiercely the world shakes. What you faced hasn't been wasted. It was the refining, the proof that there is a high calling upon your life, and great callings require deep preparation. You cannot step into tomorrow's mission with yesterday's strength. That's why I've walked you down hard paths, not to break you, but to awaken the power I've already placed inside of you. Do you see it now? If I allowed the fire, it's because I knew it would not consume you. If I placed you in the storm, it's because I knew it would not drown you. You are stronger than you think, braver than you believe. Not by your own might, but because I have been sustaining you all along, even when you couldn't see me. So now I ask you, are you ready? Ready to walk into what I've prepared just for you? Don't let fear grip you any longer. Don't let doubt whisper you back into hiding. The road ahead may still hold new challenges, but you are no longer the person you once were. You're no longer the one who shrinks at adversity, no longer the one who lets storms rewrite your story. You are the one I have chosen, the one I have trained, and the one I now call to rise. You stand now before a door that only you can walk through, and I will be with you on the other side. So let's take that step together. So instead of asking, why did I endure so much? Ask this: why am I still here? Why are you still standing, still breathing, still pressing forward even when life tried to knock you down time and time again? That, my child, is your answer. The very fact that you're still standing is the sign. It's the evidence that I never left you. That even when everything around you crumbled, I was still holding you together. I'm not finished with you. I'm still working within you. So trust me. Hold on. Let me complete the good work I began. What I've started, I will finish. And listen carefully, because this you must know. What lies ahead of you, what I've prepared, is far more glorious than anything you've left behind. What's coming is not a repetition of the past. It's a redemption of it. The enemy thought it had you. It thought it could break your spirit, bury your hope, and silence your calling. But the enemy didn't understand the kind of strength I placed inside you. A strength that doesn't crack under pressure. A strength rooted not in your own ability, but in my presence. It didn't see the armies of angels I assigned to go before you. It didn't recognize the invisible shield I built around your life. You carry a protection that darkness cannot penetrate. Yes, you felt the fire. You've been pressed on every side. But you have not yet seen the victory I have already spoken over you. You have not yet witnessed the breakthrough I'm orchestrating right now, in the unseen realm. You've endured pain that seemed unbearable. You've faced betrayal that pierced deeper than words. I know. I saw it all. I know what it felt like when the ones you trusted most turned away. When love turned cold. When your heart broke in silence. But child, even in that anguish, I was right there. In the very moment it felt like you wouldn't make it. I wasn't distant. I was near. I allowed none of it to crush you. Every piece of it served a higher purpose. It wasn't punishment, it was refinement. Because not everyone is meant to walk the full distance with you. Some people you've clung to simply cannot go where I'm leading you next. They don't carry the same vision, the same calling, the same faith. And though it stings to let go, trust me when I say, it is necessary. Sometimes to bless you with more, I must first make space. Sometimes I must close a door, even one you cherished, to open one far greater than you imagined. I know it hurts, but I also know what you truly need. And through every moment of confusion, when you felt like giving up, when your knees buckled under the weight, when your tears fell unnoticed by others, I was the one holding you up. I gathered every tear. I caught every sigh. I whispered into your soul, "You are not forgotten. You are not alone. What you've walked through is not rejection, it's preparation. I've been preparing you for something greater. I've been refining you, so that when your moment comes, when the appointed time arrives, you will not just survive, you will stand firm. You will rise, steady, radiant, and ready. And as I continue to guide you forward, there's something more I want to reveal to your heart. Now, my child, rise. It's time to stand up, not just physically, but in your spirit. Shake off the chains of the past. Cast them down. Let go of the things that no longer belong to you. The people, the habits, the thoughts that once served a purpose, but cannot come with you any further. Release those who turned away, not in bitterness, but in trust. Because I have already set apart others, those who are meant to walk with you in this next season. Companions who will strengthen, not weaken. People who carry the same fire, the same vision. Don't grieve what I've removed. I've never taken anything from your life without preparing something better. When I prune, I always plan for greater fruit. When I close a door, it's not the end. It's the beginning of something far greater than what was behind it. So do not be afraid to move forward. Don't let your heart stay tied to what used to be. I'm doing something new in you, and what I'm about to bring into your life will far exceed anything you've had to leave behind. Trust me. I have protected you before, haven't I? I'll protect you again. I have provided for you in the wilderness, and I will provide for you in the land of promise. You don't need to worry about tomorrow. I'm already there. I've seen the path, prepared the way, and cleared the obstacles you don't yet know exist. Your only task is to walk in obedience. Stay anchored in faith. Believe that I am working, yes, even now, working wonders in your life. And never forget, everything you've been through had purpose. Every closed door, it was guiding you to a greater one. Every tear you shed, not one went unnoticed. Every battle you fought, none of it was wasted. I have seen it all. And now I say to you with certainty, you are next. Yes, you. Because you endured when it would have been easier to quit. Because you didn't let the weight of trials crush your faith. Because you trusted me, even when it felt like nothing made sense. You didn't give up. You didn't let go. Even when hope seemed like a fading whisper, you still held on. I saw that. I saw it all. And now, your time has come. Do you remember those days when you looked around and wondered if I had forgotten you? When blessings seemed to land everywhere except at your door? When your heart whispered, "Lord, what about me? When will it be my turn?" Oh, child, I heard those questions. I saw the ache behind your smile. I knew every silent cry. And I tell you now, my timing has never failed. I have never made you wait in vain. Every delay had purpose. Every pause had meaning. I withheld nothing without reason, because I love you too much to give you something you weren't yet ready to carry. But now, I declare, you are ready. The fire didn't destroy you, it refined you. The trials didn't disqualify you, they matured you. You stopped relying on your own wisdom and began leaning fully into mine. You learned to walk by faith, even when the path was invisible. You've fought battles, not by your own strength, but by the power that flows from me. And now, I am opening doors no one can close. And if you listen closely, I am inviting you to walk through them. Let's keep moving forward, because I'm not finished showing you what I can do. Now, my child, I am placing you into a new season. This is not just a shift in circumstances. It's a divine transition. A season of restoration. A season of provision. A season where promises that once felt distant will now begin to unfold right before your eyes. No more delays. No more weary waiting. What you've longed for in secret, what you've wept over in prayer, what you've held on to even when everything in you wanted to let go, I am now bringing to completion. But listen carefully, child. To step into this new season, you must be willing to release what no longer belongs to you. You cannot walk through a new door with old burdens on your shoulders. You cannot carry disappointments from the past into the promises of the future. Let them go. Let old wounds finally be healed. Let disappointments lose their grip. Release relationships that once had meaning but no longer serve the purpose I've placed in front of you. Let me renew your thinking, expand your vision, and fill your spirit with a strength you've never known before. You see, I'm calling you forward, but you can't take yesterday's mindset with you. Doubt must stay behind. The enemy has tried to plant seeds of fear, lies about who you are, and whispers that you are not enough. But none of that can come with you. That's not who you are anymore. You are no longer the person you were. I've reshaped you. I've transformed you through the fires of trial. You are stronger. You are steadier. You are new. So, look at yourself not through the lens of your past, but through the eyes of faith. See what I see when I look at you, a warrior, a chosen one, a vessel of destiny, a bearer of a mission no one can take from you. Now, arise. Stand in that identity. Embrace what I'm doing. Prepare your spirit, because what I'm about to unfold will exceed anything you've ever dared to dream. Doors that once felt permanently shut will suddenly swing wide open. Opportunities you thought were lost will return to you in ways you could never have predicted. I'm restoring what was taken. I'm giving you blessings you once felt unworthy to receive. But remember, this is not because of human effort or worldly merit. No, child, it is because you are mine, because you kept the faith, because you stood firm, even when the night was dark and the silence was long. You are the next one, not because of chance, but because this moment was written for you, long before you ever took your first breath. And know this, the enemy cannot stop what I have spoken. Darkness has no power to block what I have ordained. No one, no voice, no force, no circumstance can stop what I am about to do. But you must be ready. You must hold tight to your faith, even when the path ahead isn't fully clear. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open. Walk in expectation, because what I'm doing in you will not look like what you've seen before. It will be greater, deeper, more beautiful. I am lifting you. I am positioning you. I am unlocking new abilities, placing new doors in front of you, and asking you to take steps you never imagined you'd have the courage to take. But you do have that courage, because you've learned to lean on me. You are the next one, not because you are strong by the world's definition, but because you have learned to rely on my strength. And that is where miracles begin. Let's take the next step together. You are not stepping into this new season because you've never doubted or never feared. No, my child. You are stepping into it because even in the doubt, even through the fear, You chose to trust me. In your weakest moments, when it would have been easy to walk away, you placed me first. You looked beyond your emotions and fixed your eyes on me. And now, because of that, I am bringing you into a season unlike anything you've known. A season of great blessing. So be steadfast, be faithful, and yes, wait with joy. Because I am doing a new thing, not just around you, but within you. You are the next one. I have searched your heart and I have seen what no one else has. I have seen your faithfulness, how it held strong even when life gave you no immediate reason to keep believing. I've seen your love, genuine, deep, and sacrificial. I've watched you love when love wasn't returned, give when no one noticed, forgive when others didn't deserve it. I've seen you endure in silence, not bitter, not complaining, but quietly choosing faith over resentment, choosing trust over cynicism, choosing me over and over again when bitterness tried to settle in your soul. And I want you to know, none of that has been overlooked. Every act of faith, every unseen kindness, every tear shed in secret, none of it has been in vain. I have seen it all. I have heard every prayer, even the ones whispered with trembling lips in the middle of the night. And I have gathered it all. Not one word, not one moment, not one decision of love has been wasted. Do you not know who I am? I am the one who rewards those who seek me. I am the one who never forgets his children. I am the one who remembers what others overlook. What you've done in the quiet places, I will reward in the open. Not because you've asked for it, but because I am faithful, and I will never let you walk away empty. When you walk in my ways, you'll begin to see my provision in ways that will leave you in awe. Doors you didn't even know existed will begin to open before you. Miracles, real ones, will begin to unfold, not because you've earned them by the world's measure, but because I've seen the truth of your heart. A heart that didn't crumble in trials. A heart that wasn't hardened by the world. A heart that continued to trust, even when nothing around you made sense. Have you ever asked yourself, does it really matter? Those moments when you forgave without being asked. When you gave without being thanked. When you prayed even when no answer came. It matters. Every time you could have walked away, but stayed. Every time you said, Lord, I trust you, when everything around you was falling apart. I saw that. I honored it. I held it close. And now, I say to you, your time has come, and what I will do next will be more than you've hoped, greater than you've prayed, deeper than you've imagined. So prepare your heart, because I'm not finished speaking to you. I haven't only seen the good you've done. I've seen what you've endured. I've seen the wounds you never put into words. I've seen the pain you buried so deep, even you tried to forget it. I've seen the dreams you quietly gave up on, the ones that felt too distant, too broken to believe in anymore. But hear me, child. I have not forgotten. I haven't forgotten the prayers you whispered through tears, the ones you prayed when no one else was around. I haven't forgotten how you clung to my promises when everything else was slipping from your hands. And I haven't forgotten my promises to you. I've prepared something for you, a reward not built on earthly measures, a reward that will leave you speechless, one that will unfold in ways that surpass your expectations. But don't think this is only about what you can see, touch, or count. What I have planned for you reaches far beyond material blessing. Because what I truly want to give you is me. I want to fill you with my presence so deeply that fear has no place to settle. I want to give you peace, true peace, that the world cannot steal. I want to place joy inside of you that no circumstance can diminish. I want to pour out wisdom that steadies you in every storm. But more than anything else, I want to show you who you are through my eyes. You are not forgotten. You are not ordinary. You are unconditionally loved. You are deeply valued. You carry my glory. You were created for more than survival. You were created to carry purpose. Have you ever wondered why your trials seem heavier than most? Why it feels like you're surrounded on every side? Why the attacks don't let up? It's not random. It's not because you've done something wrong. It's because you carry something right, something holy, something powerful. The enemy has seen what you may not yet fully recognize. He sees the light I've planted within you. He sees the anointing upon your life. He sees the calling I carved out just for you, the purpose I set apart before you even took your first breath. And that terrifies him, because he knows that if you walk fully in what I've destined for you, nothing will be able to stop my plans from being fulfilled through you. That's why the pressure has been so relentless. That's why the battle has felt so intense. He's done everything he can to shake your confidence, to make you question yourself, to make you doubt me. But child, hear this now. The enemy cannot take what I have given. He cannot steal what I've sealed. What I've placed in your life, your calling, your identity, your future, is protected. And what comes next will not be determined by fear, but by faith. He cannot destroy what I have built within you. That's the truth the enemy must now face. He tried to drown you in doubt, but I kept you standing. He tried to steal your joy, but I filled you with a peace that cannot be shaken. He tried to plant fear in your heart, but I placed inside you a spirit of strength, one that stands firm, one that does not tremble before adversity. He tried to suffocate your dreams, but child, I protected the seeds I planted long ago, seeds of purpose, vision, hope, and now they are beginning to bear fruit. He thought your wounds would weaken you. He believed your pain, your disappointments, your setbacks would be enough to make you quit. He thought that if he just pressed a little harder, you would walk away from your calling. But he was wrong, because you are not a victim. You are chosen. You are not a failure. You are victorious. You are not forgotten. You are the one I have called by name, the one I have prepared for great glory, the one I have refined, not to destroy, but to strengthen. Now it's time to step out of the shadows of your past, time to leave behind what once defined you, and walk boldly into the light of the calling I've placed upon your life. You are not who you once were. The chains that held you have no claim on you now. What once made you afraid can no longer make you stumble. I haven't only called you, I have equipped you. I allowed you to go through the fire, not to burn you, but to forge you. The storms I permitted weren't meant to shake your faith, but to anchor it. I allowed betrayal, not to harden your heart, but to open your eyes, to show you who belongs with you for the journey ahead and who does not. I allowed dry seasons, not to break your spirit, but so you would learn this one eternal truth. Your provision comes from me, and me alone. And now, my child, the time has come. I will reveal my glory through your life. What was taken from you, I will restore. What was stolen, I will return, multiplied. The dreams you buried under disappointment, I will breathe life into them once again. Not one promise I've made over your life will fall to the ground. Every word I've spoken will come to pass. Those who mocked you, doubted you, whispered behind your back, wrote you off. They will see. They will witness you walking in victory, but not so that you can boast. Not for your own glory. No, so that my name will be exalted, so that every eye will know that I am the Lord, the God who never fails, the one who honors every tear, every prayer, every act of faithfulness. Yet, my beloved, let your heart stay pure. Don't carry the weight of revenge. Don't be burdened by resentment. Those who have hurt you, leave them to me. Those who have judged you unfairly, place them in my hands. You don't have to defend yourself. I am your defender. I am your justice, your stronghold, your refuge. Don't look back with bitterness. Look forward with expectation. Because what lies ahead is far greater than anything you've left behind. And child, that's not just a promise. It's a holy certainty. And as I keep speaking, you'll see why. Focus, my child, not on what's around you, but on what I'm doing within you. Prepare your spirit. Be still and ready, because you are about to step into a season you've never known before. A season of breakthroughs, of miracles, of doors opening, doors no one will be able to shut. This moment, this very moment, is the one the enemy feared most. He tried to stop it. He used everything in his arsenal to prevent it. He hurled confusion, fear, doubt, delay. He tried to dim your light, but that light only grew stronger. And now, with no choice, he must stand by and watch as I lift you up, as I reward your faithfulness, as I reveal through your life what the world has never seen before. So rise up, my child. Rise in courage. Rise in faith. Do not fear. Do not retreat. Do not doubt what I've spoken over you. Walk with confidence into what I've already prepared for you. This moment is not random. It's divine. Open your heart now. Position yourself to receive what I am about to pour out. This is not just another chapter. It's a holy season of restoration. Everything the enemy stole, every opportunity, every joy, every dream, will not only be returned to you, it will be multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, running over. The losses that once left you grieving will become testimonies of my abundance. The dreams you buried under disappointment, I will resurrect them, stronger and more vibrant than before. The doors you thought were closed forever, I will open them with purpose and permanence. But child, I need you to understand, this isn't just about receiving, it's about becoming. With great blessing comes great responsibility, so prepare your heart, not just your hands. What I give will overflow, but it will not be for your enjoyment alone. It will be to equip you, to transform you, to extend my light through you. The joy that the enemy stole, it's coming back. But this time, it won't be fragile or fleeting. This joy will be rooted in my presence. It won't depend on how things look or feel. It will be steady, deep, and unshakable. A joy so rich, it becomes your strength, your fire, your fuel to rise above every challenge. And peace? The peace you thought was gone for good, it's returning. Like a mighty river, it will flow through your heart, washing away fear, silencing every lie, removing every burden. I will establish you in a place where the noise of the world can no longer shake you, where you stand firm, grounded in me, anchored on a foundation that cannot be moved. But my child, do you realize this? Everything I'm doing in you, it's not just for you. It's for something greater. Let's talk about why. What I give to you, my child, is not only for your comfort. It is not only for you to enjoy and hold close. It is so that you may become a blessing to others. I am positioning you not just to receive, but to pour out. I am calling you to rise to a higher place, to live not for yourself alone, but for the broken, the weary, the lost. I am calling you to be a light in the darkness, a voice of hope in a world that has forgotten how to dream. You, my beloved, will carry my sound. You will be my hands that lift, my voice that heals, my heart made visible. The blessings I am pouring into you, they are not the finish line. They are not the final destination. They are a bridge that leads straight to the hearts who desperately need me. I am not simply filling you. I am preparing you to overflow. I want your life to pour into others. I want my love to run through you like a river that never runs dry. So I ask you now, are you ready? Are you ready to become the one I have called you to be? Not just a vessel to receive, but one who pours with purpose. Are you ready to give, even when it stretches you? Are you ready to shine, even when it costs you comfort? Don't shrink back when I ask you to step out. Don't hesitate when I place you in rooms you never imagined being in. You were never made for the ordinary. I have not called you to blend in. I have called you to walk in the extraordinary. I did not anoint you for you to hide. I placed my hand on your life so you would rise, so you would shine, so you would walk boldly, lighting the way for others. Prepare yourself, because what I am about to do through you will far exceed what I have done for you. And understand this: the enemy hasn't attacked you so fiercely because you're weak. No. He has come at you so relentlessly because he is terrified of what I've placed inside you. He knows if you ever fully walk in my power, he cannot stop you. He knows that if you fully embrace your calling, nothing will hinder what I've planned for your life. That's why he's tried to make you question yourself. That's why he's whispered lies of unworthiness. That's why he's done everything to convince you that you're not enough. But hear me now, my child. I do not call the perfect. I call the faithful. I do not search for those without flaw. I search for hearts willing to be transformed by my Spirit. And you have been faithful. You've clung to me in the midnight hour. You've trusted me when everything felt broken. You've chosen to believe even when hope seemed faint. And now, I am lifting you up. I am placing you in a position that no one will be able to shake. The doors I open for you, no one can close. The opportunities I prepare, no one can take from you. But you must be willing to move. You must be willing to act. Don't just stand back and observe. Don't stay on the sidelines. This is not the time to hold back in fear. Because I, the Lord your God, am doing a new thing, and I am doing it through you. Let's take the next step together. Walk forward now, not with hesitation, but with steadfast faith. Walk forward with bold expectation. Walk forward, knowing that I go before you. I'm not sending you into the unknown. I am leading you through it. I am preparing the way. I am fighting for you. And the only thing that can stop what I'm doing is if you choose not to move. So be strong, my child. Take hold of what already belongs to you. Step fully into all that I've set before you. Hold nothing back. For when you walk in my ways, you will not lack. When you align your steps with my purpose, you will experience provision in abundance. When you seek me first, all other things, yes, all, will be added to you. Let your heart be filled with hope again. What's ahead isn't just a change in scenery. It's transformation. It's not just another open door. It's a new path. It's not merely a breakthrough. It's a full release from everything that once held you back. So stand firm, be ready, because I am moving. And you are the one I have called for this very time. Now listen carefully, because what I'm about to share will guide you in the days to come. The doors are opening, but not every door is from me. Some paths will look promising. Some opportunities will sparkle. Some invitations may seem perfect on the surface. But not everything that glitters is gold. Not every opportunity is divine. The enemy knows how to make his traps look desirable. He knows how to disguise bondage as blessing, shortcuts as open doors. That's why you must discern. You must look deeper. You must listen for my voice above every noise. Test every path. Not by emotion, not by impulse, not by what others say, but through the wisdom of my spirit. Let spiritual discernment be your compass, because the enemy knows the magnitude of what I've placed inside you. He knows he can't stop what I've ordained, so instead, he tries to lead you off course. He whispers lies. You're not enough. You've messed up too much. You don't deserve to be used. Lies that sound like truth when you're tired. But today, I rebuke every one of those lies in my name, the name above all names. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by my grace, and my grace is enough for you. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. What you once saw as failure, I can turn into a foundation for victory. What once caused pain, I can use to shape you into a warrior. The very wounds you feared would disqualify you. They are the evidence of my healing power in your life. So do not let the enemy rob your faith. Do not let doubt grow where I've planted destiny. I have called you to walk by faith, and I will not let go of your hand. I am preparing a new season for you, a season of alignment, of wholeness, of fulfillment. But before you can fully walk into it, you must let go of what no longer fits the future I've designed. Not everyone who began this journey with you is meant to walk the rest of it. Some relationships have run their course. Some habits can no longer remain. Some thoughts, those old mindsets, must be exchanged for kingdom thinking. You can't bring yesterday's burdens into tomorrow's blessings. I know it won't be easy. There are people, patterns, and ideas that have grown familiar. They've become part of your identity. But if you hold too tightly to what was, you'll miss what is about to become. So I ask you now, are you ready? Ready to place everything at my feet and say, Lord, not my will, but yours be done. Ready to release what no longer serves your purpose? Ready to trust me, even when the picture isn't yet complete? Then hear me, beloved. What I am leading you into is far greater than what I am asking you to let go of. So do not mourn the release. Rejoice in what's being made new. And remember, faith will always be the key. Faith to say yes, faith to obey, faith to walk with me into what's next. And what's next, child, is closer than you think. This is a season where I will align you with the person I have always destined you to become. The version of you that carries my vision. The version that walks boldly in your calling. And to lead you there, I will bring new connections. I will open doors you never even thought to knock on. I will lead you in directions you never considered before. But child, you must also accept this truth. Not everyone can walk with you into the next chapter. Some people were meant only for a season. They've fulfilled their part in your story. And now, you must let them go. Not with anger, not with regret, but with peace. Don't hold on to relationships just because they're familiar. Don't cling to old habits just because they once brought comfort. Don't allow the ties of the past to keep you bound in places where you no longer belong. Remember this: when you walk with me, you never truly lose anything. What feels like loss is often the clearing of space for something greater. And yes, it may be difficult, but I promise you, it will be worth it. As you choose to walk by faith, not by sight, you will witness my provision like never before. I will guide you into places that once seemed unreachable. I will open doors no one can close. But for that to happen, your heart, your mind, and your spirit must be prepared. You cannot step into this new season with an old mindset. You cannot carry miracles if your hands are still gripping what I've asked you to release. So trust me, obey me. Let me lead you forward, not just into restoration, but into overflow. Not just into blessing, but into purpose. You will not only receive, you will be positioned to give. And when I move through you, when I pour through your life, you will astonish the world. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. And one more thing, child, don't forget this. You are not alone. Even if your eyes cannot see, my angels are all around you. They're guarding you, covering your home, your family, everything I've entrusted into your hands. They do not simply observe. They war on your behalf. Every step you're about to take, I've already gone before you. They've been dispatched to make the path straight, to clear the way, to prepare the road for what I've ordained for your life. So be steadfast. You are not walking unprotected. You are not walking uncovered. You are moving forward under my divine protection. And though the battles you've faced have been fierce, some so hidden, you didn't even know you were fighting them, those battles are already won. The enemy tried to stop you, to slow you, to cause you to stumble. But you did not fall. You stood. You survived. And now, you will rise. Victory was spoken over your life before the fight even began, not because of your own might, but because I am the one who fights for you. And my child, I always win. Not because you are worthy by human standards, my child, but because my grace is overflowing in your life. That's why I have declared victory over you. And once I've spoken it, no one can take it from you. But here's what I need from you now: unshakable faith. I need you to stand firm, even when your eyes see things that make you want to doubt. I need you to remain steady, even when your ears hear things that try to shake your confidence. The enemy will try to whisper fear into your heart, but you must remember this: I have already gone ahead of you. I have cleared the path. I have made the way straight. No force, none, can overcome you when you stand in my power. Now is the time. Not the time to hesitate, not the time to linger at the edge of belief. This is the moment to step forward, with complete faith, with confidence that does not depend on feelings, but on truth. Rise up in the strength I've already placed within you. Walk as one who knows who they belong to. Remember, I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you a spirit of power, a spirit of love, a spirit of self-discipline. The enemy may roar. He may try to intimidate you, but hear me clearly. He has no authority to touch you when you stand in my name. What you are facing right now, it may look like a challenge. It may feel like resistance, but in reality, it is preparation. These hardships are not punishment. They are building blocks, foundations, for the person I have destined you to become. Nothing you've gone through has been wasted. Every tear you've cried, I have caught them all. Every battle you fought, I have used each one to shape you, strengthen you, and align you with your calling. You've walked through fire and were not burned. You've passed through deep waters, but you were not drowned. You have survived what others thought would destroy you. And now, you stand on the edge of something new, something great, something I'm about to reveal. But I need your heart to be ready. I need your spirit to be steadfast. I need you to rise, not as someone who is unsure, not as someone who doubts, but as a warrior, a child of promise, no longer afraid, no longer retreating, no longer questioning the plan I've written just for you. Because what comes next is not only beautiful, it is yours. Do you not realize, my child, that you were born for this very moment? You are not an accident. You are not here by chance. You were not created just to survive or to simply exist. No, you are called. Called to overcome. Called to walk in authority. Called to carry my name and bring glory to me on this earth. Don't let the enemy deceive you with his lies. Don't listen when he says you're not strong enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough. Those are his tactics, to make you forget who you are, and more importantly, whose you are. I am the one who chose you, and I do not make mistakes. If I've called you, I will equip you. If I've placed you on this path, I will protect you. If I've opened a way for you, nothing and no one can shut it. But you must believe it. You must walk in confidence. You must act like someone who knows where they come from, like a child of the Most High. I know your heart has longed for a sign, a confirmation that you're not alone, that you're not wandering, that I'm still guiding your steps. Well, child, this is your sign. These very words, I've orchestrated them to reach you now, not later, not someday, but right here, right now. This isn't coincidence. This isn't luck. This is me. This is how I speak to you. This is how I meet you in the moment when you need me most. Let your heart be still and receive this as a divine affirmation. I am here. I still care. You are not forgotten. I'm not a distant God, far off and silent. I am the one who walks beside you, every single step, every path you take. I already know it. Every challenge you face, I've seen it before it ever reached you. And every prayer you've whispered, I have heard every word. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was there. Even when you thought I was silent, I was still moving. Even when you felt nothing but emptiness, I was holding you. And now, right now, I want you to know with all certainty, I am making a way for you. You've been waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for an answer. And today, I say to you, do not be afraid. Do not doubt. Because I'm doing something new in your life. But before you see it unfold, before the miracle becomes visible, I want to invite you into something simple, but powerful. I want you to change the way you begin each day. Let me show you how. Tomorrow morning, when your eyes open and the first breath of a new day fills your lungs, I want you to begin with just one word: thank you. Not because you've already seen the miracle, but because you believe it's coming. Be grateful. Not because everything is already fixed, but because you trust that I hold everything in my hands. Praise me. Not because you have every answer, but because you know I am the answer. There is power in your praise. When you praise, your heart begins to shift. When you worship, confusion falls on the enemy. When you lift me up, your spirit is renewed, strengthened from within. Remember this: faith isn't waiting until you see it to believe. Faith is believing before you see. So do not underestimate the power of your praise, my child. When you open your mouth to glorify me, even when life is heavy, even when the answers haven't come, you are doing something the enemy cannot understand. He expects you to break. He expects you to sit in despair, to spiral in hopelessness, to question everything. But when you look up instead of looking around, when you whisper, "Lord, I trust you even now," that's when he trembles. Because he knows this: a soul who praises in the dark cannot be defeated. A heart that gives thanks before the blessing arrives is a heart that's about to witness miracles. My beloved, let your praise reveal your faith. Look back. Remember my word. Remember Paul and Silas, chained in a prison, surrounded by darkness, not knowing what the next moment would bring. But they didn't complain. They didn't fall into despair. They praised. And what happened? The prison shook. The doors flew open. Chains fell off. It wasn't the sword that broke the prison. It was praise. So when you praise me in the midst of your storm, you're breaking the walls the enemy tried to build around you. You're making space for me to move. You're preparing the ground for a miracle to rise. Don't wait until the circumstances are perfect to glorify me. Praise me now, in the middle of the waiting. Praise me now, while the questions still linger. Praise me now, because I am faithful, and I will never disappoint you. I know, my child. There have been moments when you've felt overlooked, when you saw others receiving what you've cried out for, when it seemed like your prayers went unnoticed while others were answered quickly. And I know you've asked me, why? But lean in close, because there's something I want you to understand. But my beloved, remember this truth. My timing is perfect. I am not withholding anything from you. I am not being silent to punish you. I am preparing you. What I am about to do in your life is far greater than you can imagine. And if you haven't stepped into it yet, it's not because I've forgotten. It's because I'm still building, still refining, still shaping you to carry the blessing without it slipping through your hands. You see, I love you too much to give you something before you're ready to keep it. So trust my leading. Know this with confidence. Not a single moment of waiting has been wasted. Every second has been part of my divine plan for you. So now, my beloved child, rise in faith. Lift your head. Don't let your heart be weighed down by what hasn't happened yet. Don't let worry steal what I've already spoken over you. Let your lips praise me, not just when you see the outcome, but because you trust in what I'm preparing. Walk forward with expectation. Open your heart wide to receive what I have prepared, and let your voice speak words of thanksgiving. Yes, even before the miracle arrives. For I have heard every prayer, and I am moving. So trust me, be patient, and walk in joy. For I am doing a new thing in your life. And when you wake tomorrow, before your feet touch the floor, don't let the first thoughts be of yesterday's worries. Don't let your mind drift into the weight of what still feels unfinished. Instead, let your first breath be praise. Let the first words from your mouth be, Lord, I thank you. I know you are working even when I cannot see. I know you are faithful. I know your blessings are coming, and I trust you. When you begin your day like this, your heart will shift. Your spirit will be renewed, and soon, you will begin to witness the promises I've spoken begin to take shape before your eyes. Because I am your Lord, and I never break my promises. So come, my child. Come before my altar. Bring me your prayers. Bring them in faith. Bring them with expectancy. Bring them with your whole heart. Let your worship rise, not as mere words, but as an offering. Let it be your whole self. Let your soul open wide so that my love can flood every part of you. I long to touch you in ways you've never known. For I am your God, the one who chose you, the one who calls you by name, the one who has already prepared a future for you, one filled with hope. Lift up your voice to me. Declare my power. Let your heart overflow with joy, not because everything is finished, but because you know I will answer you, and I always answer in love. Lord, I ask you, help me grow in faith, not just for today, but continually. I don't want to enter spiritual battles with a weak mind. Refine me, shape me, grant me the wisdom to recognize what is from you and what is a scheme of the enemy. Help me to seek you, not only for blessings, but for transformation, to be strengthened in your presence. Heavenly Father, there are moments when doubt floods my heart, when fears I cannot name try to hold me back. But today, I lay all of it, every anxious thought, every heavy burden, at your feet. Break every chain that ties me to the past, silence every lie that tells me I'm not enough, and replace those thoughts with unshakable faith, the kind that walks forward with courage, knowing that you have prepared me for this very moment. Lord, open my eyes to your will. Guide my steps so that I don't walk by fleeting emotions, but by eternal truth. Let me not be deceived by things that look dazzling, but are not from you. Lead me in every decision, that I may always walk in your wisdom. Sometimes I grow tired while waiting, wondering when your promises will unfold. But today, I choose to surrender. I place it all into your hands. Lord, teach me to wait in hope. Teach me to trust that you are never late. Fill me with joy, joy that praises you even before the breakthrough arrives. Lord, give me a spirit that does not shake with the wind. Teach me to fight, not with my own strength, but with yours. Fill me with the fire of the Holy Spirit. Let me walk boldly, no longer afraid, no longer hesitating. Restore what the enemy has taken from me, every lost dream, every faded joy, every hope that seemed to disappear. Breathe life into them again, Lord. Give me a fresh anointing, a renewed fire deep in my soul. I want more than survival. I want to walk in victory. And Lord, I no longer want to live by my own will. I want to walk in the calling you have spoken over me. Use me as your instrument. Let my life become light to those in darkness. Make me a carrier of your blessing. Do a deep work within me. Transform me. Shape me into someone who lives every single day with purpose. For your glory. I offer this prayer in the powerful name of Jesus Christ. Amen. And if you love the Lord, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you'll never miss a message that can lift your spirit and lead your heart back to Him. Together, let's grow in faith and walk in the fullness of His love. Amen.